Well, howdy, partner. Welcome. How do cowboys do it? To One Piece. This is episode 707, 708, and 709 of One Piece. We're still in Dressrosa, and today, today we're going to be, where were we up to? I remember we were doing the flashbacks the last time I remember, and I think the last episode was pretty much entirely focused on Corazon. The last video of 4 episodes was pretty much entirely Corazon stuff, and I really loved Corazon. He was so amazing. I don't even know if we're done with that completely. It's hard to tell. Like, I kept saying, oh, we're done with the backstory, and then we kept having more. And so I feel like we're done, but maybe there's a little bit more backstory they want to tell us. Just the tiniest bit more. I don't think there'd be more than one more episode of backstory if there was, though. I truly don't. But yeah, anyway, it was a great backstory. Corazon was an incredible character. He was also, as I said during the episode, like, awesomely voiced. I really liked the voice actor who was doing him. But yeah, it was just great. So now we're going to jump into these episodes. Let's not waste too much time at the start of this video. You guys want to get to the reaction. I want to get to watching the episode, so let's do that. Make sure to go to my Patreon account if you want the full-length reaction. You can go to it and also get the early access of those full lengths, which means the next 20 or so episodes of One Piece would be on there right now. You can also join the YouTube membership down below to get a week early on edited videos. And also, just so you know, it's a little more than a week early. Like, I normally post them when they're done being edited, and that's normally a day or two before. So it's a week and a day or two, generally, you know? So, make sure to join that YouTube membership if you just want extra content or content earlier, and then you can be ahead. You can comment down below. You can comment comments before other people and be one of the first people to comment, and then other people, all who watch the video, they see your comment and they see that you're a member as well. It's worth it. It's worth it, trust me. And you get to support me, which is the main reason, I would say, but that doesn't win people over most of the time. What wins people is what they get, which I understand. So that's what you get. Yeah, other than that, you can just like the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel. All that stuff helps me out as well. But without further ado, let's jump into episode 707 of One Piece. Woo! Okay, recap Rubik's. If you're new to this channel, this is the recap Rubik's. It's a Rubik's Cube that I do while the recap is going on, and my goal is to beat the recap. And that is the cube complete. Oh, this looks like this might be a long recap. I'm gonna try the second cube. Alright, that's how far I got in the second cube. This episode is gonna be called Sadness Deep Inside, the Tragedy of Law. Of Trafalgar Law. Alright. Wow, that rainbow looks awesome. I really like the colors on Doflamingo's moves right now. Damn. Oh! He's fighting for his fucking freedom. That fits really well with the themes of One Piece, boy. And Luffy's still fighting Doflamingo's 2 goons. Oh shit. No, he doesn't want to hurt Bellamy. Damn, man. That's never gonna get anywhere unless he can release Bellamy. Nice! That's so cool. What do you think of D? Especially since the D's are the enemies of the Celestial Dragons, theoretically. Maybe. Oh yeah, he didn't know that! Corazon's the only one who knew that. Oh, and the others he told. Baby 5? And Buffalo would know that? Oh yeah, she can just watch the whole battle from here. It's so cool how she can just watch the whole thing. Like, she can report back what's going on. And they're just gonna give us a recap of every character right now. I hate the mucus human. It's just horrible. I forgot that this battle was happening. It's been so long since I've seen the episodes about it. By that I mean a week and a half. Half fighting fishman. Huh. I like how the G was glowing. That would have been a really cool intro to all those characters, but it was clearly just padding for time here. If we didn't know this information, it would have been awesome. Would have been such a cool introduction to them. He made a cat cry. Come on, Zoro. You figured out his weakness, right? Surely it won't take you many more episodes, right? I hope not. It feels pretty far away. Oh. Oh. Got a good hit on him, ish. You know what? Bellamy's not worth it. Just hit him. Don't distract him. He's focused. Oh no. Oh, was that on Kiros? Oh, no, you got a scratch on Diamante. Hell yeah. What's he doing? Grabbing a flower? Huh? Is he gonna make the ground into a flag? What? Oh, what the fuck? He's got, you did some damage to his health bar, sent him into phase 2 of the boss battle. Okay, so he just made it like a... but he would be used to it and such. Or maybe he can make it like not ripple under him, I don't know. Yeah, trust in him. Oh. Making literal footholds. Making a staircase. I wonder if that hurts. Like stepping on your own shin like that. He's above. Yep. Oh! You can't block that. You need to dodge. Because the whole thing about it is it's gonna be weight you can't bear. I forgot that this was happening. Oh right, and they're going to save their princess. That's right. There's so many things going on at once. Come on. Come on, make an actual progress here. Come on. Save the progress of this episode, Zoro. But, didn't you figure out? No. I guess not. Oh, shit. Yes, Sabo! Set that little girl on fire. You say that, but... Yeah, the Doflamingo one's the most important one. Oh, yeah, I think you pissed him off there. Oh no, he's back together. Oh. Yeah, come on. Oh. 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 Oh shit, Law. You got a real good hit on him. Awesome. Look, I mean, frankly, there's not much to say about this episode. I mean, I have one note about calling, like, Law talking about his true name. That's kind of it, because this episode did a very thorough job at not progressing the plot. I'm not saying it was a bad episode necessarily. It wasn't really, because at the very least, like, the stuff that's going on right now is cool, but there wasn't, but it wasn't, it's not what I was talking about when I said before, I don't mind if the show drags stuff out as long as the stuff it's dragging out is really cool. It's not really what I meant, is like what they were doing with this episode, because this episode was really like one of the stally episodes I've seen of the show. It was like the whole episode was just reminding us of, it was basically a recap episode, really. It was reminding us that all the battles were happening. So if I was to say like the actual things that happened in this episode, Kiros got a cut on Diamante's cheek. That happened. And Law revealed his name to Doflamingo and then got one good stab in on him. And that's it. That's all that happened. Oh, and Robin took off. Robin started moving towards the next place. But that's it. Everything else was just showing the battles, and all the battles stayed basically at their status quo. So, like, yeah, this was an issue. The pacing here was definitely a problem. But at the very least, those Law and Doflamingo scenes were dope. Were really cool. I really love the Law talking about his true name, and I love that it pissed Doflamingo off. And I like the idea behind the Luffy thing going on right now. If the Luffy battle right now was more fast paced, I think it would be very cool. I feel like they just need to focus on like one or two of these battles and just stick to it for a bit, you know, and just get it done, finish it. Like, let's just go to a battle and just finish it. We don't need to see all of them progressing a tiny amount every episode. Instead, it's just like, let's just, you know, so, like, sometimes I like that in shows, but I think if we just went to the Pika and Zoro battle and we just had Zoro beat Pika, like, just spend an episode and let's have Zoro beat Pika, and then we can not cut back to that ever again, you know? Because, like, I think it was like 10, 15 episodes ago that Zoro saw Pika do something and went, I think I know what's going on here. And then this episode, he just did the same thing he's always been doing and went, oh, he's getting away again. Like, it makes Zoro look like a... I mean, he is kind of an idiot, but it makes him look like he's bad at fighting, which he isn't. So yeah, come on, Toei. Get your pacing together a little bit. But, you know, people warned me about this. People said it with Dressrosa that it was particularly egregious when it comes to pacing. This arc and Wano are the two arcs that I've heard are the worst for pacing from what I've heard. But at least the good thing is that this arc has a great story for sure, absolutely. And I've heard that Wano has like really cool endings, like a really climactic, great, you know, thing that it's leading up to. So at the very least, the arcs that are dragging out are worth it, you know? And that's probably why Toei does it specifically with these arcs as well. Like, they can kind of get away with it because it's like, this is an arc that people really like and that has really cool shit going on. So let's stretch this one out so that we can have this viewership keep coming back because, like, they want to see how we take down Doflamingo, for example. So, but it is a shame because it means that these, like, really cool arcs are being stretched out and become less cool because of them. But, oh well. Doesn't really matter. Anyway, as I said, there's not really much to discuss, so let's move right along to the next episode. This is episode 708 of One Piece. Here we go. Okay, recap, Rubik's. Here we go. And that's the cube complete. Okay, this episode's gonna be called Turn of Character, Bellamy's Bravery. There you go. This is gonna be a Bellamy episode. Man, how long has it been since you've taken an injury like that, bro? Oh. The best you've got? Oh, no. Didn't make a wound, though, by the looks of it. Oh. This feels like something Gentle Criminal would do from My Hero. Oh, that's a big room. His fucking leg flexibility is wild. Oh! Damn. Trevor really reformed himself just to be annoying again. Cut him in half again. Oh my god. If you kill Trevor, at least you'll rattle Doflamingo. So it's worth killing him, honestly. And why is that? Oh! Oh! That's cool. Oh. How strong is Doflamingo? He's already controlling so much with his strings. He's already made the bird cage. You can still make huge spider webs like that. Shambles is so cool. Oh, fuck. He's not even smiling anymore. He's actually not having any fun anymore. Man. Honestly, him with just like a neutral face is more intimidating than like an angry one, you know? Okay, wrap him up. Oh, he's begging for it. Is that not a way to break off the string? Oh. anything, or is it gonna be mid card? Neither. We're just cutting back to the Pika fight. Okay. No way. Oh! Nice. Oh, that way of traveling where it leaves behind after images is cool. Mmm. Oh my god. He's bowling them. Cool. Nice. I do like his bowling move. That's fun. Oh my god. That's kind of scary. After all the types of laughs you've heard in this show, for your laugh to be made fun of in this universe, it must be bad. Oh. Now the mid card. Please stay on the Zoro Pika battle. This has been kind of what I wanted. It's not gonna. It's gonna cut away. It's gonna cut away. It's gonna cut away. It's gonna cut away. It cut away. But it cut to this. Like, if you're cutting to the main plot, that's cool. Doflamingo has so much confidence in himself. Is he gonna squeeze? Yeah. Oh, make you feel like it's his fault. He already probably feels like that. Oh, you fucked up monster. Wouldn't have happened. Oh. I hope Law's... Yeah. He's not letting it get to him yet. That might be true, honestly. No! Oh my god. Is he gonna saw off his arm? What's he doing? That's a cool line. What the fuck? Oh! Oh! Did he lose an arm? Yes, he did. Oh! I mean, he's got the op fruit. He can theoretically put it back on, right? But Jesus. Shit, man. Red Hawk, yes! Come on, destroy this fake Mingo. Destroy it, and then get up there and save Law. Oh! Oh. He uses this gun on important people. I'll forgive you with your own death. It's a cool line as well. There's some good lines here. Come on. This right here is gonna save Law. Damn. It's so he's using the lead bullets to do it. You're gonna come up through the floor. Yes! Get up there, Luffy. Get up there! A smile or a frown? A smile. Oh? That episode was way better. That was a great episode. I really, really enjoyed that one. Some cool shit happening there, and they focused on like a couple storylines, so that was way better. Like they gave us a little bit of the Zoro Pika stuff, and they gave us mostly the Doflamingo fight. And they're both pretty cool, you know? Like, I actually do like the Zoro Pika matchup. I think it could be fun, and there's some cool stuff happening there. I just want it to progress, you know? But yeah, the Doflamingo lore Luffy stuff is also cool. I really liked this episode. There was some really cool shit going on here. The fun thing about Doflamingo, right? There's many fun things about him. He's a great character. He's a really, really good villain. But one of the fun things about him is he's one of those types of people that you know when they're really angry, when you don't see emotion on their face. I think I'm kind of like this as well. With my anger a lot of the time. I don't think I tend to like yell at people when I'm angry. Like I do a lot of fake anger or like joking anger that's only very mildly based in truth when like I'm playing games with people or something, and I'll be like, "Oh, you're so stupid. Why are you doing?" You know, I'll like that sort of. I play up the anger, but I do it, you know, for humor's sake, and it's, you know, like even if I'm slightly frustrated by something, it's not real anger coming out. When I get really angry, which isn't very often, I don't think I'm a horribly angry person. But when I get really, really angry about something, I just kind of go silent, you know, like I kind of shut down for a bit. And so like, yeah, I remember like at a point, not that recently, but I remember there was a point where I was angry at someone and we were doing something together and I was angry at them. And then I just like, we continued like playing this game together or whatever, but I was just like so quiet. And it's not like I'm giving them the cold shoulder pouting type thing. It's my mind is like buzzing right now and I'm so frustrated, but I'm not the type of person that I want to like take it out on someone. Like it's just so frustrating, and it just like fills my head and it stays within there. And so we'll just be playing and I'm just like silently playing. I'm not doing anything except playing because that's all I can do to focus on something, you know? And that's what my anger tends to be. So I feel like it's similar with Doflamingo, where he has smiling, which he sometimes does when he's angry, and he has angry face, which he sometimes does when he's angry. But in this episode, he lifted Law up into the air and was holding him, and he looked at him and he was looking at him like this. Like the most, let me see if I can find the expression, because it was the most like neutral expression we've possibly ever seen from him. All right, let me see if I can find. There it is. This one, right? Like, he's frowning, sure, by definition of frowning, but it's not a real, you know, we've seen him, like, we normally see, like, the veins popping or whatever. This, it's just him looking like a disappointed parent, but I feel like this expression is him fuming, like, truly, truly angry. That, because of what I described before, like, he's at that point, he's not putting anything on. Like, if you are screaming at people, you're like, you feel a bit of the anger and you're venting it at the same time, you know, you're letting it out at the same time, so it like lessens the anger. If you're smiling, at least you're not that angry. I mean, you might still be very angry, but at least you can smile about it, you know. He's past both of those points. So I really liked that. I think it's such a fun character trait for a character that already has so many fun character traits. And yeah, wow, the Law lost an arm in this episode. I also just love, I mean, One Piece is so great at doing serious things in such a goofy fashion. Like, there are many ways you can cut off someone's arm, right? Like, there are lots of different ways that you can go about that, and have your, like, major villain do something really scary like that. This is the way One Piece does it. Holds him apart and then lifts his leg up so that his ankle is resting behind Law's head, and he uses his leg as an axe, as a saw, as, you know, something like that, like a sharp object, because he's got a string coming down from his ankle to the bottom of his knee or whatever. It's like, it's such a wild way to do it. If Oda wanted to, like, if he didn't want it to be goofy, you could easily have a way that you can, like, he could have just had the string at the ready, and then, like, be holding one of his arms up, and then as soon as he lifts his other arm, he slices through and, like, cuts off that arm, right? You could easily have it be like that, and it'll just be an intimidating moment, like, oh shit, this is getting real. But Oda does this where he makes it intimidating and goofy at the same time, and it works. Like, this is such a Doflamingo way to cut off someone's arm, and it really, really works for the character, and it works for the scene, and it works for the tone of the show. And it's still intimidating. Like, I wasn't laughing at that situation. I don't think I laughed when he did that. I think I said, like, oh my god, he's gonna cut off his arm or something, you know? But, like, still, it's fucking goofy. It's so crazy. But it's still, like, when we see a scene like that, that's still horrifying, you know? That's still intimidating. So, I love it. Oda is so good at that, and I feel like as the show goes on, he gets better and better at like hitting that mix between goofy and serious. So yeah, really like that. I love Law losing the arm, honestly, just because it ramps up the stakes of this fight a little bit. Like, it's such a horrifying thing to see. So and, like, I'm not worried that he's lost his arm forever. He's like actually one of the people who losing his arm does not seem like that big a deal. It feels like that's something that he can fix up with his fruit, but it's still scary. And he was screaming in so much pain. Like, he wasn't just being a cool guy anymore with like a, oh, he cut off my arm, you know. He was going, ah! Ah! You know, he was absolutely screaming in pain. So it was a serious turn of the battle. Alright, let's move on to the next episode and the final episode we're doing in this video, episode 709. Here we go. Okay, recap Rubik's, here we go. And that's the cube complete. Okay, this episode is gonna be called Luffy's Rage. Luffy kicks Doflamingo's ass. He's going over to Luffy. Oh my god. I think the Bellamy's fighting improves when Doflamingo focuses more on controlling him. Nope. He's gonna stick to it. Are you gonna do it for him? You're gonna just kill Bellamy? I set you free. Luffy, you gotta go up there. Start kicking the shit out of him. Oh shit! Bellamy backstory? His voice, I forgot what his voice was like before. Oh! Oh, they stopped just with that slamming of the glass. Bellamy's very brave, honestly. Damn, man. Ah. I mean, that's kind of a fair agreement. Like, use my logo all you want, just as long as you don't lose. And then he met Luffy. All that confidence. Oh. Pre-time skip Nami design. I remember that scene quite well. And this one. Oh. Oh man, yeah, I forgot how satisfying that was. See, I don't need this to be recapped. The lot of stuff they were showing was from ages ago. So seeing that scene again, it's been like a year since I've seen it. Oh, he saved him there. Hmm? Yes? What are you gonna do with it? Come on, Bellamy. Make that, like, fucking 10 minutes of recap worth it. Oh! Okay! This is cool, but what are you doing? What's the plan? Uh-huh. That's good. Are you just showing off? You can't cut away from the Bellamy thing. You just spent so long setting it up. Yeah. It's hard to avoid your own teammates when you're doing such huge attacks. She's too flustered to fight. Oh no, she's flaccid. He's so confused. He's already not a very smart man. She's changing the line slightly. Oh my god. She's the kind of woman to give up everything for a man she just met. I mean, go with it, dude. You can win the fight easily by continuing along this. And you're gonna go like maybe 5? Where do you lose? God damn. Oh. I just realized, can Mach Vise only change the weight of other things? I thought it would be his own body, but that's what Miss Valentine or whatever could do, right? I thought he just had the same power because Oda got lazy, I guess. But it seems like it specifically he carries that thing around so he can change its weight. You're going for Zoro? Really? It's quite the goal. Now you've lost again. Damn. He's stepping up! Is he gonna save Zoro? Oh my god. Oh god. Jeez. I mean, what do you even do against that? It's an incredible amount of weight. grab him and move him under his own object. Oh shit! There's no way you're balancing that weight. Oh shit! Oh! Oh my god, this is like him going like one for all, 1,000,000%. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh shit, yeah. He doesn't seem... Oh! Holy shit! What a punch! Nice! It's fucking awesome! And now he collapses onto them, yeah? Nice job, Hajrudin! Hell yeah. Nice. That was nice. That was a good episode. That episode was like a combination of the first 2 episodes in this video. Like, okay, so the theme of this video is gonna be about the pacing of the season, clearly. But I can't help but notice it in these episodes. Because like in the first episode, no progress was made, right? And it was like all keeping the status quo of stuff. In the second episode, there was quite a lot of progress made. Like we were doing these like these pretty important cool scenes, and they were great. This episode, it was making progress while also at other times really trying to keep the status quo. So but like for example, this episode had like Bellamy set up and Bellamy start to pay off, but then they cut away from it. And it was a lot of Bellamy setup. Like it probably, most of it won't make the reaction, honestly. It's gonna be edited out because I wouldn't have been reacting to most of it because it was flashbacks of like just full scenes that we've seen from the anime before. Just like full scenes. I think the only new scene there was the first one where he goes to talk to Doflamingo and Doflamingo says you can use our flag. I don't remember that scene. Maybe that did happen, but I can't remember it. So I think that one was new. But all the rest of them were literally just, they were just showing older episodes of the anime. And it was a cool setup. Like I don't hate when they do that because it's clearly building up. Like when they're doing it like that, I know it's because yes, they're stalling for time, but they're building up for his big moment. And then he starts doing the big moment and then we don't see it. So now I'm going to be waiting another, you know, 4 or 5 days or whatever until I watch the next episodes to see what that moment actually means. Because he started bouncing around and it's really cool. And it showed that he's become stronger. But I don't know what the purpose of him doing that is yet. And so by the time I watched those episodes, the build-up was useless because like the build-up is supposed to build up the adrenaline within me. That's the point of doing those scenes, is you're supposed to get the audience, you're getting their head into a headspace, right? You're trying to narrow them into an emotional section, and you can only do that because you're showing these scenes. Like they've seen all these scenes before. What you're doing is you're reminding them of it all, so that at the forefront of your mind during this following scene is the meaning of all of those scenes. It's all at the forefront of your mind, and then you hit them with the climax, right? And that's like, it's honestly, it can be very satisfying when done right to show a bunch of scenes like that. But if you do all of that and you get it all in the forefront of their mind, they've got these themes in their head, and then you cut away and then you do it in a different episode, it's gone from my head now. Like I'm not gonna remember it. So so they kind of did a technique that is like a genuine technique to use for shows like this, but they used it in the wrong place, and it doesn't make sense to do it there. Still though, I like what they're doing with Bellamy. I think there could be some really cool shit happening with him here. Hajrudin, however, in this episode was awesome. That was really cool. When they actually started showing the Hajrudin thing, I didn't care as much, but that's a really cool thing that he did there. I liked seeing into his thought process there, that he wants to be a king of the giants. And he said something, there was a line that he said that I really liked. It was about his, yeah, there it is. Was my gratitude that shallow? That's a good line. Like, he's so frustrated with himself where he's like, I really appreciate what like Usopp did for me and what Luffy's done for me and all these people. Like, I care about them so much, but I can't even stop one person now. Like, is that how little I can pay them back? Is my gratitude that shallow? So that's really cool. I really liked that line a lot. And the punch was fucking great. And a really good way to take out the, to take him out as well, because I like the idea of Doflamingo is basically doing this horrifying birdcage thing. It's such a horrifying thing, right? If you use that birdcage against him, you are making Doflamingo suffer by his own hand, essentially, which is exactly what he does to other people. He makes other people suffer by controlling them to do what he wants, you know? So other people, like, not only are they losing what they don't want to lose, but they're having to face the fact that it's them doing it. So if you punch one of Doflamingo's family into the birdcage, Doflamingo, like that, Mach Vise or whatever his name is, wouldn't have been as injured, or wouldn't have been knocked out or whatever, because I don't think he's dead, but like in another series he would be dead there. But since he's not dead, you wouldn't have like got him as injured as he was if you didn't put that dangerous thing up there. So you're partly to blame for it. And like, really, not really, like he's not really to blame for it, but he would like, I can see him feeling like he's partly to blame for it, in the same way that when someone is controlled, when their body is controlled and they're forced to slash down their wife or whatever, they would feel like they're partially to blame for it, even though they weren't in control. So there is a parallel there, I think, between using the birdcage against Doflamingo and Doflamingo using his powers to control people. And I think it's just a great way to take out one of the commanders. So yeah, I liked this episode because we did actually make progress. We beat one of the dudes or whatever. What are they called? Not generals, not commanders. Doesn't matter. Executives. That's what they're called. We beat one of the executives, which is great. So yeah, also I'll check the names of these episodes, by the way. This episode was called A Decisive Battle Against the Executives, Proud Hajrudin. Nice. Previous episode was called An Intense Battle, Law vs. Doflamingo. That is such a like generic One Piece title that I'm surprised I didn't guess that one. Like, I've tried to guess almost that exact title before, I think. So the fact that it's an actual title is funny to me. And then the one before that is To Be Free, Law's Injection Shot Blasts. Nice. Cool. And then there was something else. Oh yeah, I think it's in my notes. Yeah, here's the other thing. I wonder how Doflamingo's doubles work. Because it feels like in this episode, he was, or in the last episode, he was surprised when his double was defeated. He looked up and he was like, huh, like, I guess he defeated my double, right? But his double is talking and taunting and using moves, right? So, like, there's a part of me that was thinking, okay, what's happening is Doflamingo somehow is fully conscious of what's happening to his doubles and is in real time, like, fighting Law, while also in the back of his mind, he's controlling the double and also taunting over there, you know? He's doing like multiple things at once, which is crazy, but it's One Piece, so I can see it working. But it doesn't seem like that's the case, because he didn't seem aware of what was happening to his double. So instead, his string strings must just work entirely on his subconscious, like completely. Everything else must be the equivalent of like sleepwalking or whatever, where the Doflamingo down there, the fake Mingo, is just on autopilot essentially for how Doflamingo would do things or whatever, but he probably wouldn't be able to do particularly complex tasks. It's just like, he knows I'm getting Bellamy to fight Luffy, and that I'm fighting Luffy as well, and don't let myself get destroyed. He knows those basic things, and he's following those orders like he's like, you know, an AI. He's like ChatGPT, right? He's just following basic commands essentially. And that must be the same with all the strings that are controlling people out in the town and getting them to cut down people. It's like the strings just know generally, you know, cut down people I love, and that's it. You know, that's kind of all they can do. But it's interesting because I think it's one of those things where you don't think of, like, it doesn't matter that much. You just don't think about it. The point is Doflamingo is very powerful and he can do this thing. But it is kind of weird to think about specifically with the fake Doflamingo, because the fake Doflamingo also talks and does other things, you know, and he was taunting. He was actually having some sort of conversation there, which is kind of wild to do while he's also having a full-on conversation with Law up above. So anyway, I think that's it. So that is One Piece episode 707 to 709. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to support this video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. Go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. And join my YouTube membership down below to get 1 week early on edited videos. But thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.